other realtors calling. There were other realtors calling me because then they started trying to go around and call other realtors, and the realtors are like, are you working with these people? And I'm like, we have an offer out right now. There's a sister that's going crazy. I just wanted to walk away from the whole thing. It was, oh my weekend. Oh my weekend. With that said, I'm here for Motivational Monday. Just saying.
That's hilarious.
You don't even know half of it. Oh my gosh. I'll think about it all though.
Cool. Yeah, I can't wait to hear about that.
Y'all, at some point we got to know where to draw the line with, a matter of professionalism. And I learned that this weekend, and I had to tell the sister, hey, you are not my client. I understand your concerns, but you're speaking concerns for yourself. And I don't think you have my client's best interest at hand. And this is a lot. Please don't speak to me like this. And I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. A lot of people don't get it. They think they're trying to help, but they're just causing more and more problems. And their heart might be in the good right place, but they're
oh my gosh. Y'all. Okay, yeah. So, Motivational Monday. We pick it up. We begin. Regroup. Start anew.
Well, Paulette does her own. We'll go ahead and see here. So I just wanted to kind of show everybody a few things. I was hoping some newer people would hopefully hop on. Maybe they will here in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're looking for training or anything like that, the best place to start right here is the training calendars. Mariah usually sends them out towards the end of each month. And they've got just about everything on here. You can see, they get the motivational Mondays. So these ones in the purple here, we're going to talk about those here in a minute, because I've actually kind of gotten into those here recently a little bit. What they are, they're from KWRI. And these are they're just not really podcasts, but you don't necessarily have to participate. You can leave questions and stuff. It's not like a Zoom meeting. It's more usually just a couple people talking, and then you can type in your questions in the chat and they'll get to them. But there's some pretty interesting stuff in here. Now the colored real estate, that one I have taken, it's pretty cool too. It's more like a class. But we'll get to those here in just a minute. But this is the first place I always start at the first of every month, and I go through and pick out the ones that I want to make sure and attend, and I put them on my calendar the first of every month. And like I said, Mariah sends those out towards the end of each month. So another thing, let's see, YouTube. Well, first of all, I've got my own channel. So if you search YouTube and you search me, you'll find these are the Motivational Mondays that I've remembered to record. And I'm going to eventually get these videos that we watch on Motivational Monday, put them on there separately. So you can just go back without the commentary and without, all the extra stuff. You can just watch the video if you want also, but those will be on there also. As far as certain channels on YouTube, this lady right here, this giveaway going on for the last week or so, and I had 10 people click on my ad. So this is kind of the reason for this one this morning. And okay, this lady here, where do we go? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on a second. Katie Lance. There she goes. If you search her, Katie Lance, on YouTube, she has her own channel. She's got a lot of really good content. This one here is about social media do's and don'ts. We watched it here a while back on a Motivational Monday, but she's got some really good content about Facebook and social media, things to put on your channel, things to advertise, how to advertise some stuff. She's got some really good information. And then more motivational stuff. This guy here's another one too. I'll have to find his name though, because that one's on the. I mean, he's got some pretty good information too. But mainly that Katie Lance, she's got some really good information as far as like your Facebook and YouTube stuff. Let's see. The other thing was okay. Let's jump over here to now. This is the MLS login, like our normal realtor login. If you actually search Greater Tulsa Association of Realtors and go through this way and go to the main site without logging into the realtor login, here's where you can find some of your like your sales statistics. This thing here. Dave Watson likes to use this quite a bit. I've used it a few times. It's got a lot of, it's basically all the information for, you can break it down Tulsa area. You can make it the whole MLS, but this will give you where your closed listings for each month, your pending listings. This is all the information from TTAR for, and it's usually about a month. There's usually about roughly a month lag. So like this is for May. And this is the latest one. So towards the end of July, end of July, the ones for June will come out. But these have a lot of good. Now they're like 12 pages long or something like that. So going through them is one thing, but they do have a lot of information, and a lot of times you can like copy this or whatever, and you can use this in advertising and stuff. So you can kind of let people know what's going on in the area. And again, you can break it down by town too. Yeah, it's got county. I'm sorry, counties. Tulsa County, Wagner County, and then now not all the counties in Oklahoma are going to be in here. It's just going to be the ones in the Tulsa, the GTAR. But it would give you the average and the median. It breaks it all down. A lot of good information there. And then whenever you log in, oh, wait, no, I'll get that here in a second. The other thing was in command. Come on. Okay, so a lot of the training that I was talking about earlier, KWRI, all you have to do is you go here, connect. Now to pop up on here, but to actually get to the thing right here. Okay. If you come over here under training and the KWRI Learning Center. Oh, wait, wrong one. Okay, here's the tech classes. Now, some of these you see are free. These are pretty good. You got some of them that are, they do charge for. Even the free ones, they still have great content. These are the more actual training classes. They're actually more interactive. Then where was the? These are the ones that I was talking about. These live streams, these are really good. Most of them, like you see, are around noon. You can pop one on around lunchtime, just kind of listen to it as you're eating lunch. Like I said, there's interactive as you want to be. They have like a spot over the side where you can put in your question, and the people that are presenting will get it and they can answer. But most of the time they just have like a set, usually about 30 minutes. And it's just whatever they're talking about that day. Like a premium marketing plan and stuff. So about 30 minutes, they'll have a couple people that are top agents, discussing, their premium marketing plan. And it's a lot of good information. Like I said, it's something you can kind of listen to and just kind of absorb as you're having lunch or whatever. A lot of these let's see, which one did I go to just the other day? That one. Yeah, the conversations for shifting market. That one was really good. They talked about how to talk to your buyers and your sellers about how, to what they need to be looking forward to, what, as far as the shifting market and everything, what they can expect, some things like that. Really good information. I go to these every once in a while. Usually I forget about them more than I'd like to admit, but they are some really good information here. And then let's see. And then there's also actually, if you just go through here and click on a bunch of these, there's a little bit of everything in there. I mean, you can find pretty much anything you need to. But they've got some really cool resources here. But the Connect Live was the one I really wanted to share, because I don't think too many people know about that one. And they do have quite a bit of good information there. Let's see. Now, Giselle and Vicky had asked me to, if I can figure out how to get back. I guess apparently on your contracts, since they're like paperwork on our contracts, it's not what I want to go to. A lot of people have been using like a short form for the net to seller. And do this real quick. So on the net to seller, this is the one that they like you to use. It's the full version. Apparently there's like a short version that some people have been using. And honestly, I can't show you it because I really don't know where they get it. It's not like anything like handwritten or anything like that. It looks like an actual form that they've filled out. It's a short form, but it doesn't have all the information on it. It'll have the person's name, the amount, the loan amount or whatever, and then it'll have like a couple other little things on there, and that's it. It doesn't have all the breakdown of it. Now, I'll show you where to get to these here in a second, but now these are estimates, okay? And it says right here, the above are estimated. In fact, whenever I'm filling out one of these, which I'll go do here in just a second, I'll usually pad the numbers just a little bit. And I'll of course let my clients know that, hey, this is not a completely 100% accurate representation. This is just to let you know that there are costs involved with buying or selling a home. And then I also let them know that they'll get a more detailed one of these from their lending officer. And they'll also get one as they're getting close to closing from the closing company. And I always tell them to go buy the one from the closing company because that's still going to be the most accurate. And they're going to have all the information from the lending officer and their information from their closing costs. So that's the one that's most accurate to go by. And you just need to let them know that this is just an estimate. I mean, they're not going to, don't walk into the closing company expect to be getting this exact amount. I mean, because they'll be disappointed every time. Like I said, I always try to pad it because usually when I do that, they're always pleasantly surprised because they either end up not having to they end up getting more with their proceeds or like if it's the buyer. I've actually had a couple of buyers get a little bit of money back at the closing table just because of the way their financing all worked out and everything. And so they were pleasantly surprised because they were, they had the the cost down here of what it was going to be. So like I said, this is just an estimate. And make sure you let your people know that, because sometimes they'll get a little scared whenever they see the total. But to do one of these, it's, if you go right here to your matrix login. Right up here under, finance. Come down here to net sheets. And then you've got your buyer closing costs, your seller's net sheet. And then this is an amortization schedule for owner carry or owner finance, lease purchase. The seller's net sheet is just one. And it's relatively easy. You just put their name in here, all the information here, and it comes out at the top. Your estimated closing date, and then your sale price. And then you can, if you have just cash sale, it won't pre-fill anything. But if you pick on any one of the loan options, it'll pre-fill some of this stuff. Now, not all these are completely accurate. It's going to depend on your closing company that you use and a few other things. But they're pretty close to the average of what everything is. And now some of these, like your, let's see. Okay, like if you got your mortgage inspection certificate, and then they've also got, where did it go? Oh, this is a little different. But then they've also got like your appraisal requirements for FHA and VA. They've got a spot here for your TRR. This one, it's kind of tough to put that in, especially if you know it's a listing, and it's just your first one, you're first talking to them, your listing consultation. So obviously you're not going to be able to put that in, but you can put in, like, say, if you've got roughly, there's $1,000 worth of stuff you need to fix before the inspection and stuff like that to pass inspection. You can throw that in there. Like I said, as long as you let them know that it's just an estimate, this is not going to be the exact number, you'll be fine. But yeah, you just fill all this stuff in, calculate it, and it'll automatically put all this stuff in for you. And then all you have to do is print it, and you can save it to a PDF. And then that way you can have it, and you can print off however many times you need. But this is the one they prefer you use because it does have the breakdown for the client. And the other one doesn't have all the extra information on it. It's just got the main price, what they're paying, and their names. So they don't really like using that one. Let's see. And then other than that, like I said, back here with the on the calendars, Chris's tech designs and stuff like that, his tech classes. If you have any kind of problems with command, definitely get with Chris on these classes, because he's just awesome. He's phenomenal on explaining this stuff, and really patient, and he's just awesome. So yeah, he's a lot of help if you have any problems with command or anything like that. Other than that, I think that's about it. Is there anything anybody had any questions on, anything that or anything that y'all use that maybe maybe somebody might not know about? Cool. What about so like whenever y'all doing your ads and stuff, does everybody use command, or does everybody use different platforms and stuff to do your like listing ads and stuff?
I use command and
I use
Facebook
command.
and wherever else. Yeah.
Command's got, I mean, like you can do just like now they've got animations and stuff too, but I've been using Canva on some of my stuff. Actually, what I'll do is I'll bounce back and forth, because I'll do like an ad with like a template from Command, and then I'll go into Canva and you can add animation to it, stuff like that. Or you can build one straight from Canva. They do have some real estate specific templates for like ads and stuff. I haven't found any of them that were really any better than kind of the templates that we have there in Command. Michael Lewis Market Suite, that's another one. That one, I can't explain it exactly, but it's tied through our Keller Williams Command thing. They do have some stuff on the Michael Lewis Suite that you have to pay for, but a lot of that stuff, even though if it'll say, you know, send off a printing or whatever, it's got a little option down there where you can download a PDF, and it's not necessarily always right there perfectly visible, but if you go down to the very bottom, a lot of that stuff you can download and you don't have to pay for it to print off. It'll give you a PDF and then you can print off yourself. And that was at Michael Lewis Market Suite, and they've got some the same style of templates as what we've got in Command, but they're just a little, some of them are a little fancier, some of them are just a little different. But those are the two main ones I use, and then I'll go into Command and add the cool stuff to it, or I mean Canva. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. The main thing, like I said, Giselle and Vicky were asking to make sure that everybody uses that form of net seller or cost to buyer. That was a big thing because they're having a lot of trouble with that. Other than that, I don't have anything else. If anybody has anything. All right. Well, y'all have a great week. And I will see y'all next Monday.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.